Uh, good evening to everyone. You are welcome to this webinar of Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. It is our first webinar for this week. We usually have 3 days first. The next one is on Thursday and the other one is on Saturday. So I once more welcome you to this meeting. We have come together because we have made a collective we have the collective determination to accompany each other in this journey of Onpassive. We know that the task is big. We know that the company is doing the heavy lifting for us. And we know that we also have some little things to do. And that's why we need to assist each other in order to see that these things are accomplished. We also do this because we understand that technology is new to many of us, especially in the third world. We don't have the means. The means are limited. The number of people who have internet access are also limited. The bandwidth is low. There are many disadvantages. So we should not miss any opportunity to educate ourselves. We should not miss an opportunity to learn a lot about our company. Otherwise, the world will keep on leaving us behind. That's why we need to redouble our efforts in order to make sure that we achieve the objective that we set for ourselves. We also told ourselves that we should make sure that all of us know how to set up a no connect meeting. Because if we don't understand our company, if we don't understand our business, it will be difficult for us to make full use of it. That's why it is important for us to come to join this group in order to make sure that we understand our company better. When you know your business better, you are likely to flourish in it more than somebody who does not understand it. So that's why I'm thanking you for coming again tonight. And I'm also thanking BB, Mr. Blessban, our presenter, for the effort he has been making, for the work he's done before, the one we do today and the one we do after. And we have also said that and encourage those who are willing to talk. If you feel inspired, you can always indicate that you have something to present. It can be very brief, it doesn't need to be long. There will always be space for you to come in and say something, because we want people to be able to discover who they are and what they can do. You may never know that you can do something good if you don't try. So, BB, thank you very much for the work you do. And I want to thank everybody for coming and for the effort you are doing in attending this meeting and also helping those members of your team to understand the business better. So once more, thank you for coming. And with that said, I will hand over the floor to BB to continue with the meeting.
Thank you very much, Leader John. And we also honestly thank you for your diligent handling of this platform, this group. You are the brain behind this group, and you have been quite resilient, steadfast in seeing that things go ahead. We welcome all of us who are on the call now. Mr. Mohammed from Morocco, welcome you, and I would like to indicate that Mr. Mohammed, and we've been working behind the scenes to see that we have a flyer on which we publish our information. So we are actually working on a flyer behind the scenes, and this flyer will be out probably before the end of the week. Before the end of this week, we should be able to have it on our, we'll use the flyer to make our announcements. So thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for the work that you have done. And as what Leader John have said, you don't know what you do until you try. So it was a challenge that we gave ourselves and gave Mr. Mohammed last meeting. And between last meeting and today, a lot has been done. Welcome, Mr. James, too, from Ghana, for their continuous resilience, too, in attending the meetings and your support and your comments, which uplift our company. We welcome Mr. Munju, Madam Florence Bingum, Mr. Thaddeus Takon, Madam Fire, Madam Suzanne Sama, Mr. Teim, Mr. Bila, Madam For Judith. I think one or two people who came in and were knocked out by network. I hope they will be able to come back. So that is the roll call for now. And as our flyer suggested, today we'll be getting back into, we'll have a few updates. We'll get back again to our website. That is actually our learning room alongside our OES. Then we are also going to look at our leader John, who is going to give us a conversation on security, and we'll have more and more as time goes on. So that's the menu of our meeting today, and all of us are fired up. We keep on. We know that things are getting riper and riper, and I think Leader John has been sending out the apples on our flyers, our meeting flyers, and many people are now so interested in the apple, the green and red apples that he's publishing every day, and they are waiting to eat the apples. So please, our appetite should be enkindled, and as we wait to eat those apples, let's be working and bringing in, holding the hands of our brothers and sisters so that we move towards the same destination, a destination whereby humanity is going to be uplifted. A lot of disasters that face humanity, according to our CEO, are going to be undermined by the process of joining this unicorn company called Onpassive. For the updates, as I said, not many updates, but the major update is concerning, if you get to your back office, you would find, you go to Marketplace, you find that old tracker has come back again. Yes, the old tracker that whose extension was suspended has came back since yesterday. And instead of the 7 days that it would have been extended, now they have given it 21 days. So it came up yesterday, and the extension is up to the 15th of July. So I think you can now use the old tracker. Those who can use it, those who have websites, you know what the old tracker is to track the functioning of your website, know who visits your website, and from where it can be able to give you the summary of everything that happens on your website and your business within a given period that you want. So I think that is a major update. Apart from that update, I think most of the worldwide webinars that are informative, and they have been rather mainly to prepare our minds towards the imminent landing of the new O Connect. We are waiting for the new O Connect. At any time from now, we know that our CEO told us that no announcements will be made again. We just wait, and we know that last week he told us that the payment processors have been tested and they're okay, and that the billing addresses updates had to be done, and all of those things. UPI was functional, was going to be functional, was going to be released in India, and so on. So those are the things that he told us last week, and of course, all of this in preparation for the new phase of business. We know that we have been in business since the 1st of September 2023. Our business was stalled by the payment processors, the payment processors that the company hired to handle our finances. So they became they became very unfaithful, and of course they withheld money and made the company not to go ahead, up to the point where the company had to take them to court and before the monies were released after 6 months. So as of now, we are waiting for our CEO, who has in the past weeks said he's taking full control of the company, for reasons again that we know that some of us who are inside, some of us who may be early birds, some who are workers are not working for the benefit of the company. And so because of this, he saw that they were withholding, and rather they were serving as speed breaks on the process of our continuity. And therefore, he decided to come in and take over the baton of control himself. So we are waiting for him to come in at any time now and give us the news. So we are waiting the good news, anytime from now. Okay, that said, I think we're going to take us into the first our first learning process, our website. I think as I said, I've been saying in the previous webinars, there should be no day that passes without you opening your OES and or your Onpassive website, onpassive.com, because it is there that to succeed in this business are found. We know that the company is an AI-based company which has its own, it has its tenets, it has its pillars, and the pillars, most functional of the pillars is that the AI is going to do the marketing for us. So they'll do the heavy. When the company talks of heavy lifting, it's talking of how the marketing will be done. Most of us who have done marketing understand that one of the biggest things to do is to actually market. It's actually to send our products into the market. So in as much as the company brought us in as early birds, those founders, and as affiliates, they're asking us to get accounts with them. If you have signed the NDA with them, means you want to do business with them, and therefore you are ready to abide by the terms that they give us. And of course, you forge ahead, and we are expected, in order that the company does the lifting for us, we are supposed to purchase at least one product and place in our OES. So as of now, we have only one product, the O Connect, and we've been encouraging everybody, those who have not yet subscribe, because only by subscribing that you'll be able to start doing business. Many people have been waiting for apples. It is not a get-rich scheme. It is a real business, and of course, in real business here, you must sell. And when you sell, a percentage of the sales come to you. So that's effectively how Onpassive is going to operate. The first sales, 100%, subsequent sales, 25%. So the more people you have in your team, the more benefits you are going to have. And of course, we are being ascertained by the company that as we start, AI is going to do the marketing. So for those who are already benefiting now, these are people who have already pre-built their teams. They were not waiting for AI. People who shared their links, and of course, people join, and they are able to purchase, and they have some benefits. So I will share my screen, and let's go through the website and discover what the website looks like. Okay, when you sign into our website, www.onpassive.com, exactly this is where we are. The website has not changed. It's still this very website that we shared the other day. That's the new website. Blue, dark blue background. Very beautiful, welcoming caption. Join Onpassive ecosystem. So join
Is
Onpassive
it
ecosystem.
Vivi? Is it visible to everybody? Because it's not visible to me.
Is it not visible to you?
It's
I
not
can
to
see
me.
it.
Are
Okay.
the others? Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Yes, I can see it.
If you cannot
Okay,
see,
that's appear now. It only delayed. That's come on now.
all right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that is why it's necessary that we see before I continue, because the essence is we're making a tour of the website, and we need to see it, see the various elements of this tour. So this is the homepage of our Onpassive ecosystem, or of our Onpassive website. So as I said, the world, of course, the www dot or the World Wide Web allows you to go in, and of course, when you come in, this is the home page. And on the home page, we have this caption: join Onpassive ecosystem, with its enticing captions below. Register here for free. And then it's asking you to download through Google Play for Android and for Apple App Store. So you can download the app. For those who don't know, you download the app. The mobile app for the mobile devices is meant to accommodate. It's meant to accommodate the use of this app on your mobile device than the web app. Or the web app obviously has a little bit more demand than the mobile application. So you can download here, or you can download from your back office. We know where you can also download in your back office. We'll find our below there. We'll find the various our various products which we are going to see. See, the products are actually moving and telling us that no, money is coming. Please, we are on the way. We are on the way, and please look at us very soon. So that is the home. This is the home page. On the home page here, you have products, you have about us, you have the media center, you have blogs, you have career, you have contact us, you have register. You can register here if you fell into the name of the company on the web. You can register here. You can also log in here. You can log into your account here, and you can change your language here. The default language is English, but you can change the language. If you click on this English on this arrow, you find many more languages are found there. You can find there below there you have Bengal, you have Hindi, you have Dutch, you have French, you have German, you have Italian. Those are the languages which you can use as of now. You have Portuguese, you have Russian, you have Spanish, you have Telugu, and you have Undu. Those are the languages that presently you can select on, or you can change if you want to from the default language, which is English, and then the website will give you that language. Okay, we are here purposefully to know more about our products, and that's the first thing on the menu here. On the home page here, you have products. So these are the products below here. But if you hit on the products here, you find our products are found there. See, our products drive growth and transform your business with Onpassive's AI solutions. The AI solutions are these that the company has presented to us, which you find here, beginning from O Connect. You have O Connect, you have O Tracker, you have O Verify, you have O Mail, you have O Net, you have O Trim, and the OES. So there are six products here. Actually, 3 paid and three free. See, the paid ones are O Connect, which we know, which we are using now. The O Tracker is the next one, which I said the extension, it has been extended for another 15 days up to another 21 days, sorry, up to the 15th of July, this extension. Then we have O Verify. O Verify is going to be free for us, but it's going to be a paid product for those who are out of the system. It's coming soon. We know what O Verify is already. Those of us who are here for some time, we know that this is a KYC, they know your customer solution that will come in order to verify who we are before business actually goes on. Then we have the O-mail, which is the entry point for all of us into Onpassive, the Onpassive ecosystem. You must have an O-mail account. So it's an organized communication, which is hassle-free. And of course, we would discover more and more tools as we get on. So then we have ONET, which is just like Facebook, which is a revolutionary social networking platform. Then we have OTrim, which is used to shorten links, to shorten URLs, which are long, bogus links. You shorten them to customize them to short and portable ones that you can move around with them easily. Then, of course, our one-stop shop is the OES, which is the Onpassive ecosystem. For each of them, when you click on each of them, you'll be able to read more about them. Like for O Connect on the website, you would click on this, you read more here. You click on read more. Of course, you find more comes up. You see O Connect now. O Connect, connecting the world in an instant. Get the O Connect app now. So again, it's showing you where to download for the mobile app from Google Play or from App Store. Then it tells us no more about O Connect. There's a lot of information there. And then it tells you about the key features of O Connect. Those key features of O Connect. He highlights a few of them there. Efficient prompter, accurate audio transcription, impressive timer, rich sounds, lots and lots of them. And as I've been saying in the past presentations, those features are put at their disposal depending on who you are on the call. There are 3 sets of people on each call. The last category are called the attendees. Those who just the attendees are people who come into a meeting. They are not seen on the screen. They can hear what is saying, what they are saying, but they can hear everything that is being discussed, but they cannot present themselves. They cannot say anything until they are upgraded to to speakers. That is the last category. We know very well that this present O Connect has a size, a meeting room size of 10,000. Yes. For what? For $125 a month, which we have used for almost 1 year. So this is almost free. Well, it means that we have actually been using this service free, this platform free. It's a wonderful tool for this for the attendees. You have limited buttons. You have a few buttons below. You have that of you have about 3 or 4 buttons, which allow you to raise your hand to participate to participate in the chat, to put up emojis and that. The next group are those who are speakers. All of us in the call now are speakers. Speakers have 10 buttons, 10 of these features. And the 10 features are the AI virtual background, which is the first button from your left. Then you have the raise your hand, prompter, screen capture, emoji, microphone, camera, participants, be right back, and the chat. So those are the 10 features that every speaker has from left to right. One of these features, a very peculiar feature, be right back, is one which is a monopoly of this platform. There is no platform which I think which I've gone across that has this. If you are attending a webinar, a meeting, and you feel that you want to do something behind the scene, you just click on it and it appears on your box, on your speaker box. And of course, you are muted and your camera goes off. When you come back, when any person sees it, they know that you are you are away from it for a while. You want to take permission for a while, and then when you come back, then you click on it, you come back to the screen. That is for the speakers. We know that we can have as many as 25, 24 speakers for each webinar. So these are the speakers, group 2. Group 1 are the host and the co-host. They have almost the same quality. They have the same almost the same buttons or the same features. They actually have 25 buttons. That is 15 above those ones that the speakers have. So the features include the presentation, the video, the whiteboard, which you can use like for teaching, just like a whiteboard where you write and you cancel as you want. You have a poll where you can you could ask questions and people answer, and the results are published immediately. That is a poll. You have questions for a question and answer session. You have a call to action, push a link, the AI virtual background, which is found elsewhere there, the themes, music background, prompter, the timer, which we talked of earlier, the calculator, the ticker, the share file, the start streaming. This is a feature that is not yet there. It will only come on very soon. The screen capture, the emojis, the microphone, the camera, the screen share, the participants, the be right back, and the chat. That makes 25. So there are 25 features which can be handled by the host and the co-host. In this present O Connect, you can have 2 hosts. So you have host 1 and host 2, and you can have as many co-hosts as you want, depending on the number of course, within the 24 people that you have there as speakers. So those are the features of our O Connect, and we have been talking over and every meeting. We say one of the things that we should learn every day is to be able to set up an O Connect meeting. So you start by setting one with the members of a few members, one-on-one, and then probably members of your team, and so you understand these features more and more, and you enjoy the products of O Connect. So that is about O Connect. The other products are there. As I said earlier on, you want to know more about the products, you just click on read more, and you have them to your fingertips. You can also know this away from the website. You can get it from. You can also get the information about the products from the OES. And where do you get them? You go to your profile, and below your profile you have user manual. So the products which are available now have user manuals. You go there and you download. You can keep on your device or you print, and you can use them at your time. So that the user manual is very, very detailed. There are some that have up to 100 and something slides. That's pages, and it takes time to show you everything, every detail of the product. So, my dear leaders, those are the products, and that is where we are. And of course, as the company goes on, the number of products are going to increase. The next thing is about us. If you want to write to the company, or want to know more about the company, it's about us. So you find about us there. Explore on uncharted technology horizons and revolutionize every industry with AI. And of course, they tell you all what they are doing. What do we do? It tells you all of that. You go down. We are the future of the internet. It gives you more and more information there. And at the bottom there, I'm sure you have been seeing. You've seen the rotative screen here. That rotative globe, the rotative globe down here, shows the locations of the company's offices. Yeah, you find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, five locations in 4 locations in Asia, or in the Middle East and Asia, and then 1 in Africa, and of course you find 1 in North America, in Orlando. Okay, that is how to reach to know more about the company. About the media center, when you click on the media center, you have a lot of corporate press releases, a lot of them, which you can also know. And we have said that the media, all media, is not a product of Onpassive. It's not like an OES product. It is an arm of Onpassive, yes, which is in charge of communication. We know its headquarters is in Egypt, Cairo, Egypt. And of course, Madame Suzanne is there to head that department of communication, and their work is to make information about Onpassive more and more accessible to people, to companies, to countries, and even to sign agreements, corporate agreements on communication between Onpassive and the rest of the world. So that is a media center. There you have blogs. This information about the company that are written, corporate information that you can read and know more again about the company. Then careers, if you want to know, if you want to if you want to join, if you want to look for a job, you have the jobs are all there. You are looking for work as account and finance, to customer service, data science, scientist, design, human resource. You have freshers, digital marketing, develop all of this. Then view more. There are many more. There are many more than this. So you can always go there to get those who are looking for jobs. But we are not looking for jobs here. We are actually doing business with Onpassive. And when you are doing business on Onpassive, you are not again allowed to work for the company. So please, so that is what you should know. Then here you have contact us. You want to write to the company, you hit on that. Then you fill in your name, the first and last name, your phone number, and of course your email. You fill in what you want, your request, and then you send. Then on the platform here, on the website here, you can, as I said, you can register and you can log in through the website. So that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a little tour of our website that you can afford for today. I think I'll stop sharing. If there are any questions or any observations, we can now handle. Thank you very much. Over to you, Leader John.
Thank you very much, Bibi. That was an excellent presentation as usual. We thank you for the work you are doing. We thank you for helping the rest of us follow up and understand more about the company, especially the tour they have made of our website. That was an eloquent presentation. Thanks again once more. Well, we need to open up the floor for reactions. If some people have some reactions, please you can indicate with a show of the hand before we move to the next thing.
Yes, good evening, sir. I think there will be tomorrow a meeting of it 360 at 12 Eastern time, USA time.
Yeah, that is true. I think we should watch out on our back office. You go to our back office, the old founders back office, and you get down updates. Please, before the end of the day, it should be there. Mr. Takon, your hand is up. The floor is yours, Mr. Takon.
Yeah, thank you. Please, I just want to, I think this worry, I don't know how, I think this is the best place for us to discuss my worry, because I have a worry. I think that with the population given in Africa, West Africa, for example, I'm talking from us here right up to Ghana, and maybe Sierra Leone, for example. Can we now channel our this worry about this West African pidgin language? that I think millions of most Africans speak this West African pidgin language. Since it is a common language, can we not also like channel this problem to those leaders so that us can incorporate this pidgin into our connect, for example, SAS?
Did you respond? Okay.
No, John, over to you, John. You are respond.
Okay. I do think that there are lots and lots of things that will be done with time. Presently, we know that the company have lots and lots of things in their hands. They are full. They've included so many languages, and I'm sure that going forward, other languages will be included. And I think that Pidgin is also a possibility, I think. But that's an idea that we'll have to throw out there for them to be thinking about. And I think, thank you for the suggestion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
James Atakon, is that all? Okay. Okay, Mr.
Yes,
Atakon.
for now, I think that is all.
Okay.
And you said something, Bibi. You said about I don't know. It could be that I did not get the English well. You talk about you spoke in plural, meaning that as we speak, is it that are there other? Is it just a one merchant or merchants? I don't know for now as we speak. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's clear that we had the first merchant was put live. So I don't know whether another one has been added, but we know that the first merchant was tested and it went live and it was successful. That should be the answer. But we know that the company is working on a number of merchants. The first one has been tested and is already ticked okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, you are welcome.
And you remember that because of the sheer volume of the business and the problems I had before, the company had indicated dealing with a number of merchants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next person. Any other hand?
Yes. Please, we are ready. Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Mr. James. Yeah.
Yes. Mr. John, thank you very much for the wonderful update and then the website tour. This is very important for we, the leaders here, to take notice of. It seems a lot of people are out of track now because what we are expecting, it seems we have not received, all the things we are expecting are not coming within the time we thought we should have them. But I just want to encourage all of us here that
Mr. James may be having a
we
problem.
shouldn't go out of track at all. Everything that will come out to be successful, it doesn't appear at the top. They will always have to build it right from the background, like behind the scene. Behind the scene is where most of the works are done. So since we can see the website, that website that you showed us, when you are a technical, go to like you choose one side, even our product side, career side, you go to blogs. When you see the things we have there and you read them, you watch the videos, you really know the weight of this company. You know that this company is carrying a lot of things. Even the website alone is carrying a lot of things. So this is not the time for us to go out of track, but we have to be in track. We have to be on track. Then we do our part. We have to do our part because the company there is it has succeeded already. There is nothing that can bring this company down. Yes, we can things can delay, but they can't bring the company down because most of the things are done behind the scene. So I'll just encourage everybody to keep on the way we are. We are active, always doing our best. We should continue like that, and then when everything come out successfully, we will see that we are always on track and we will not be lagging. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. James.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
you're
And
welcome.
to just a little word to add to that. Let us all remember, I mean, in relation to people being itchy, saying that having their own timeline as to when they were supposed to receive something. I would like to use this example. If you give six farmers money to plant crops, the first farmer plants groundnuts, another one corn, another one coconut, another one maybe the kola nut trees, palm trees. I think it would be wrong for you after 6 months if the person who planted corn is harvesting, and then you turn and you're asking the person who planted coconut or whatever why he has not harvesting. It just tells us that we do not understand the nature of the crops, that they have their own cycle. So if you came into Onpassive and you bothered understanding what IT products are, then many of our anxiety would at least be laid to rest. And then the patients will come to the fore, knowing that IT products behave the way IT products are. So thank you once more for raising that particular point.
Wow.
Any other, if there's nothing, we can proceed. Those that there's no other hand.
There's no hand.
So move on.
Yeah, I think we can go on to security. You may take up the discussion of security.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that our expectation of apples is getting closer and closer. So we should be getting involved in discussions about security as well, while we're struggling to understand our company. And security, in the first place, security is supposed to be part of the understanding of our business, because once you start getting closer and closer to apples, the hackers and the scammers are also getting more and more active. They are aware, they are following, they're watching what is happening. So that's why we need to be alert, very, very alert, because crime is always faster than law enforcement, than all of us. That's why we need to be alert. And I have this example I wanted to like to share with you. A few years ago, I read an article in which the director of the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I hope you guys know the FBI, when it comes to law enforcement, I think that's the biggest organization in the world when it comes to law enforcement. And their reputation is known worldwide. And can you imagine that hackers and scammers attempted to scam the director of the FBI? They sent him a form, and as if he was coming from his bank, and he started feeling, and he got halfway and told himself, but what am I doing? If something happened to me, the impact that I was going to have was going to be different from any other person if he were hacked. So he told himself in the middle of filling that form that Well, I'm the director of FBI. What am I doing here? So he had to rethink what he was doing and stop in the middle of filling a form that had been sent to him by scammers, pretending to come from his bank. I am using this example to remind all of us that scammers try anything. If they can attempt to scam, I think the most powerful law enforcement person in the world, then they can scam anybody. So we need to be alert. We need to be alert, especially when you're getting close to money. It will not just be a matter of getting into a WhatsApp, this thing, and then sending messages to people. They might get into our accounts and divert money. And once they divert the money, it will be difficult to recover. So that's why we need to take every discussion about security seriously. That's why we need to make it a feature so that we remind ourselves about most of these things in our meetings. Now, one of the first things that we'll discuss a number of things now. One of the first things that you do when it comes to security, when we talk about security, you are thinking of your email, you are thinking of your Onpassive account, you are thinking of the things that you do, the messages you respond to, that host of things that you take into consideration when you are thinking about security. So it will begin from the idea of designing a password. We have talked about this, and many other leaders in Onpassive have talked about the password. Even Onpassive tells you that the password should minimum is 8, maximum 16, a mixture of letters, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special character. Because they want to make that mix so that it should be difficult. At least it should present a difficulty if somebody is trying to have access to it, is trying to decode it. It makes it a lot more difficult. Now, and now when you in designing your password, you need to make it such a way that it is strong, it is long, and you can also have it offhand. That's to say that you can have it in you. It should be long, complicated, and you can still be able to say it if somebody wakes you from sleep. I'm saying this because you can write it down somewhere and the book is missing. So that design has to be such that you can recollect it. And I think one of these was shared by, I think it was Charles, or someone shared it, that you can make it in the form of a sentence, a coded sentence, a sentence that you know, which is coded, and then you reduce it in the form of a password. It can be a long sentence, a sentence that you know, once you repeat that sentence, you will know the codes that you attach to the password. Those are some of the things that we can do if we're trying to get our password. We've talked about mixing everything. We've talked that it has to be long. It has to avoid names. Let's say some of your names. Somebody takes maybe one of the names in the a part of the email. They takes the last name as the password and then date of birth. Those are very easy things for scammers to speculate, because they know that many people want easy things to remember. If somebody gets into your account and knows that your name is Thaddeus Takon, for instance, and then your email was ttakon@gmail.com, he can suspect that you have left Thaddeus for the password. He might have seen your date of birth in your data. Then you can try those things, and they might eventually succeed. So those are very easy things for scammers to speculate on, because they're trying to break the code. And when you just give information that they can pick from your profile, it means that you are making it easy for the scammer to access your account, to decode your password. And that is probably the reason why most companies will ask, like Onpassive is telling you, mix this, mix that, special character, this, that, capital letter, small letter. All of those things make it complicated and therefore difficult for somebody to speculate or to guess and have the right thing. These are things you should have in mind. So when the next time you have to change your password, these are the kind of considerations that you should. So we have talked about avoiding your names and avoiding date of birth and things like that are easy to guess. Now, once you have done it, you need to write it down. Write it down in a notebook and keep it somewhere. Now you can store in a safe place. And also remember that you just change your password periodically. Maybe it could be after 3 months or 6 months. This will give room for the possibility that if somebody were struggling to get their password, maybe by the time it finishes getting it, you have changed to the next thing. It makes it also increases the security of the password if you change it periodically. Then we talked about writing it down already and storing in a safe place. Now, when you write the password, please avoid storing the password on your devices. It is the easiest way for scammers to get their device. Once the phone is missing, their laptop is stolen, and they get into it, they have access to everything. So please make sure that you do not store your passwords on your devices. Now, one of the things that I would like to recommend is that we make your Onpassive email only for Onpassive business. Now, this is because the more you share your email to many people, it also increases the possibility of that email getting into the hands of scammers. And then now they begin to try to see how they can get to you. So if we can restrict our emails, which are the ones we use in registering in Onpassive, if we can restrict it only for the business, first because it has access to your information, when the apples start coming, people will be able to see the information in there if they have access to it. So if we were to leave it as a business email, particularly for Onpassive, I think it would be a good idea. That's my feeling. That's what I think. And that's what I recommend. And that's why in helping people create emails, I've often advised that people don't come, because when somebody wants to register in Onpassive, to sign up in Onpassive, they say, no, I already have my email. The advice I usually give is that since this one has to do with business, it will be good to create a different email. I think there are two reasons, at least two main reasons. The first one is that we have cases where people run into problems and they have problems with their accounts, and sometimes the leader say, let me get into the account and see what is there. If the leader is trying to help you and gets your email, if you mix it with your personal information or personal emails, will not be a good idea. That is one reason why we shouldn't mix it. And the second I've already explained is that when you are sharing your email to many people, it is also increasing the possibility of it getting into the wrong hands. That's why we keep it. I recommend that the ones who have used for Onpassive, we keep it only for Onpassive, not sharing it at random. Then, please, when you get into your accounts, when you sign into your accounts, please make sure that you log out. Many of us have the tendency of taking that button, moving to this arrow below our phones or below our devices. Instead of going to where you have log out, people just go to this arrow. When they press it, it takes you to a different page and they think that they have signed out, which is not true. So remember that it's a place for you to log out. Each time you finish doing what you're doing in your account, you should go to, you have, when you sign into your house, you have that little head up there. You go there, you strike, the menu appears, and then you log out. The reason for this is that, as we have noted before, If your phone is missing, for instance, somebody picks it up, maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago you were in your account. He picks up your phone, the phone might fall into your hands, or it might even be stolen. And then the person who has stolen your phone just picks it up, and then he's already in your account because you did not sign out. So that is why it is important for us to always remember to sign out, log out of our account each time we're in. There are also difficulties that come, operational difficulties that come as a result of people not logging out. Every day I'm working with people and I realize that somebody is telling you that he's signing into a meeting is not going. You take the phone and realize that he has signed into different accounts in the same phone and is attempting to sign into another account where he has not logged out of the other one. And we don't know the kind of complications that these kind of things can bring. So we should remember to sign out. We have also often heard it said that we should not click on unverified links. Hackers do what is called phishing. You know that when you want to, towards Christmas, when you want to, most of our cocks and fowls and so on, they're very smart. So when you want to catch, maybe you throw some grains of corn and for it to come near. So hackers throw a few grains of corn, things that look attractive. You go there, things that are free. This company is celebrating, this or that company is celebrating the 50th anniversary and they're giving 50 gigabytes to everybody, those kind of things. The kind of things that people would like to rush for, free things. Those are traps by hackers. Once you go and click and go in, you might end up, you don't know whether they might be waiting and they are seeing something, they're trying to gather data from you, or you get into what you have clicked, they ask you to click, eventually you get into the trap set by the hacker. So please do not click on links that have not been verified. When you have a little doubt, just leave it until you are very sure where that link is coming from. The next thing we have to think about when we're talking security is that many of these sites, whether it's WhatsApp or the emails, they are providing two-factor identification. Those are layers of security because when these sites give us security, the hackers too are working, the criminals are working, the bad guys are working daily. So the companies keep thinking of ways of increasing the layers of security to make it difficult for them to have access to our accounts. And that's why you have the two-factor identification. We have talked about this before. And maybe if some people do not know what is meant by two-factor identification, I'm sure that BB might do a brief presentation of it on another day to show what you can do, for instance, either in your WhatsApp or all the other sites that require you to do a two-factor identification. One other thing I would like to call your attention to is this idea of always showing off on social media. You find people go boasting about this and that on social media. The bad guys are watching. They are online all the time, 24 on 24, and they're watching. You might display yourself, display a lot of world and display, and they start getting interested in you because you know that if they come to you, they might get something from you. You are discussing what you do many things, they know your background, because people succeed to scam others because they know what you are interested in, they know what you like. So when they are setting a bait for you, they'll throw something which you like. They have studied you, what you're always doing, what you're always saying on Facebook or any other social media. Before they approach you, before they come to you, they really know what you are interested in. So they set the trap for you using what you like. It's just like going fishing, you get a worm and then you put it on the hook, the fish will come for it. So please, you have to mind the way you display yourself on social media, your family and so on, with displaying world and all those things. It is important for us, not that we shouldn't use social media, but we should be careful the way we show off on social media, because you are likely to invite a number of criminals without knowing. And by the time they hit hard on you, you might not know that you are the person who gave out that information to them. And they studied you for quite a long time before approaching you. So let's be very careful. Scammers they are more successful when they know who you are and what you like and what you want to do, you like to do. Now, we have lots and lots of things to say, but let me just end with this one now. In subsequent this thing, we will continue our discussions on security. But one last thing that I would like to add is that please, it is time you do it yourself. You need to do it yourself. Many of us do not even come to meetings like this. Many of us don't know how to access our accounts. They don't know how to navigate, and we are getting closer and closer to apples. This means that many of those people who are not coming to these meetings, who are not making an effort to understand the business, will be turning to people to help them access their accounts. And each time you give your account to somebody to help you, because you are not aware of what is going on, or you don't know what to do, once that person enters your account, signs into your account, you don't know what commands he has left there. You don't know what information he has picked from there. Therefore, this is the time for you to do it yourself. This is time for you to stop asking for help, because you are likely to get yourself in trouble. You don't know where, you don't know when, you don't know whom. The young men that will always turn to and say, do this for me, are smarter than us in technology. They get into your account. Before long, they'll pick up a lot of information that they can use against you without you knowing. So I think let me just end here for now. This discussion on security is not going to end today. We have to keep bringing it on and on, because we are getting closer and closer to apples. And I think, thank you, Bibi. I think I'm done for today.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, Leader John. I think we've been talking about security, and we'll be revisiting security over and over. I think thank you again for the reminders. I think one of the things which you ended up with is this DIY, do it yourself, is very, very important, because if you keep on, you are in a business and you want others to operate your business without understanding it, then obviously they are going to take charge. That is a way for you to obviously hand over your company to the person. So thanks again. Let's make our accounts, all the tips that he has given. Let us watch out and see that we are living with those tips, which make our accounts less vulnerable to this very to the people of the underworld who want to always benefit, they want to reap from where they have not sown. So the floor is not open. Reactions, questions, you have the floor. Put up your hand, you have a question or reaction.
On any of the things that presented today.
Yes, anything, not
or
only
anything
on
that you
security,
Yes.
or anything that were never presented.
Yes, just want to add that I have got many letters, scam letters, like WhatsApp, free WhatsApp, some links, they come with some videos. Now with this artificial intelligence, they can imitate some voices, and they can put some links just to be hacked and scammed. Uh, any person can be victim, but be careful. Do not reply to any person you don't know. Don't reply to any letters that you don't know. And especially sometimes they this security alert. You are not entering to Google. You are not entering to do your Gmail, and you may receive security alert. That means that someone is want to hack your account. That's all I want to say.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you very much.
yeah. Thank you very much. You raised something about what was that again? It was, oh, I don't know why I missed the comment I wanted to make. Okay, if I recall it, I'll come back to it. Okay, I wanted to make a comment. Okay, what Mr. Mohammed said in relation to AI, that your voice can easily be cloned by AI and then used to scam people. We're saying this because many of us, especially in the third world, generally want to economize our credit. And therefore, we just send short messages. You want to maybe to ask money or help from somebody, you send a short message knowing that is your voice. But since we have come to the age where AI can imitate your voice very accurately, we should make sure that when we receive messages from our friends, even friends that we trust, asking for assistance, we should do well to even call back, call them on their normal call directly to get their voice live. When it comes to financing or doing something delicate, please make sure you talk with the person. Don't depend on a text message. Don't depend on a voice message, because as Mr. Mohammed has just said, it is easy for AI to clone your voice and then send a message to your friends asking for money. So if you receive such a message, there's a way of calling your friend to make sure that you get the voice directly. And remember that if you yourself is asking for money, make sure you call the person directly so that the person should get their voice, so that we should avoid falling into the hands of hackers through these kind of things. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for that reminder.
Again, one story I got from a long time. One man came from Germany. He's living near, just close to me. An old man, he was retired. And I got his email from him that he was in accident and is in hospital in somewhere in Africa. He told me to send him money. He's my friend. What I have to do? He told me to. He asked me $2,000, and he wrote one number like Western Union. I say okay, no, but the letter was in French, and this man name is Mustafa. Mustafa is male, and the lady who wrote this message, she was talking as lady in French like Arabic. There is separate grammar for male and for female. And I read it 2 3 times. I said this is a lady, not a male. And I replied, Mr. Mustafa, okay, I can help you. No problem. Just send me some information. And again, she replied that she is a female lady with the text, a grammar, a lady. Then I told her that you are not Mustafa, you are female. Then she stopped.
Yeah, when you get them, they just stop, right?
Yeah, she stopped, خلاص.
When you got them.
And the lesson there is that we should always be very keen and observant. Let us scrutinize everything that we get. Because
Yeah.
when you scrutinize, you give it a little scrutiny, you are going to pick some loopholes one way or the other. And I remember a case I received a message of that nature a few years ago from a friend, supposedly from a friend. When I read it, I saw that it was not his language part. From the language, I said, no, this my friend cannot write this way, cannot write this kind of cannot write this kind of sentence. So there are many things that you can. There are always some loopholes. They might be smart, but they cannot be. There's always, as they say, there is always a trap. There's always a loophole somewhere. Crime is never perfect. So you just need to be keen. You need to be observant. You might be able to realize something that can bring you back to your senses. Just like I was quoting the example of the FBI director when they attempted to scam him. One point, when you're observant, something can strike you, and then you will get out of the trap that was set for you.
You're right. And one of the things again that we should avoid this. Mr. Temia, your hand is up. And after that, Mr. Thaddeus. Mr. Taim first, then Mr. Thaddeus.
Okay, thank you very much, Bibi. Yes, about we have to be very careful the way we have to be reasonable, when we talk with our friends, like, you know who I am, and I know who you are. I know the sort of language you use. I know, most of these fellows who are scammers are people who have not, who do not master conversations with individuals very well. They have not. So when they come to talk with you, they will write something to you. You will easily understand that they are not actually serious people, because you see flaws in their language. You see flaws. Sometimes tenses are wrongly put. And once you see just one, even a misspell, take proper note of it and just prepare your reply. Like a case when one wrote to me, and one wrote to me and asked for money. He told me to send money to someone that he was in a position. He was not in a position to send. That's the simple modus operandi. That's what they do now. They tell you it's their new trick. They tell you he is indisposed. He's in a position where he cannot send money. Please, can you help send me so much money to such and such a person? And then when I am placed, I can help. I can replace the money. I can replace. You see, when they do that, they think that you can be so kind, So what you do is you have to look at first what he has written, the text, the content of his language, as leader Mohammed just said. Look at the content of his language. If it's somebody who is using your number and you've been dealing with a person, like if I write to Bibi, he will always understand the language that I write. And then if I write something with flaws, terrible flaws, just one or two is enough for me to dictate, for him to detect, to know that I am not the rightful person using my account. So sometimes when I see a number which I know write something to me, I write back to him and ask him whether it is really he. If he's the one, he should prove it by giving me a physical call, as Bibi has just said. And by so doing, we detect them. Then another way to keep away from them is when you receive a call or a correspondence from a number which is not familiar with you, especially these days. For God's sake, don't even just answer. When I see such a number, I blacklist it. And then if once you blacklist, it cannot do anything. It cannot come to you again. So what we do is when we see such numbers which are foreign to us, we just blacklist them. Like especially like some number 234, which we were talking last time. Last time when we concluded, we didn't have enough time to hear Mr. John, Leader John from Douala, what he did with the problem he had, which Bibi suggested, he gave a suggestion to him as to how he could resolve it. I don't know if it's in the house. You can help us so that we can also become alert as far as how to handle such problems are concerned. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Leader Team. Unfortunately, Mayor is not there. I think we can only get information from him later on. Now to Mr. Thaddeus.
Thank you very much, Bibi. Thank all of you. Mr. Menka for John, please. Thank you. Mohammed, thanks for this education. You remind me of the objective of Onpassive, that we are here to help humans. And so sometimes this free education, that is especially when we're discussing about security, sometimes it create awareness in some of us, sometimes because ignorance, to be very honest, is always there, and sometimes we become a victim. That said, please, I just wanted to go out of topic a bit. I wanted to ask if is there not a way that we can, let's say, I don't know, and to find out from some of you leaders, and if you have been using on it, for example, to communicate. I don't know, because personally, I started using on it when it all began, but I no longer use on it, for example, to communicate with some friends, because I had a list of friends that wrote to me uh, through on it. And then I don't know what do we do, for example, for us to now be using our product, which is free product, like on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Thaddeus. I think, as we said earlier on, we are moving from product to product. We have a number of free products. We talk about OMail for the past 2 weeks. We've been talking about our O Connect. We are to still come back to ONet, but the truth is that more than 95% of us, we have never used the ONet. But ONet is very easy, just like Facebook, right? You go in, you have to uh, you, you have friends to make. You have to follow friends. You have to invite friends to follow you, and then you follow others. Because if you don't do that, you cannot be seen. It's just like in Facebook where you invite somebody to be your friend, and then he accepts. So same thing to here. You invite somebody to be a friend, and he's going to he joins you in your team or in your network, and of course you are able to communicate. I usually open my own net, but I find that a lot of information that I find that comes is mainly from the Indians. As I said last week, I've invited so many of us here, but they have not responded. And if you don't respond, you can't be able to see another person. You can either invite or you accept. Because if you don't invite, you will not be able to send out information to somebody who is not in your team. Anyway, as you said, like Mr. John will seek come to that. We are going to come back to ONet as a product and be able to work on it on this platform as we go along. But we give priority for our O Connect, which we are actually wanting people to know how to use, which is a marketable tool, marketable product. Now, why don't they give credence to it before we move out to the other products?
Thank you.
Mr. John, if you have anything to add.
Well, you said it. You said it all, Vivi. I think it's all right. Mr. Takom, please. Have you know how to set? I want you to finish your O Connect before you go to ONet again.
Yeah.
When I was asking the question, I knew that you will have to ask this question
Yeah.
because you gave an assignment and I've not been able to submit the assignment to you. I'm working hard on that assignment you gave me, Mr. Megaphone. So I think I'll have to submit my assignment to you for cross-checking. Thank you.
That's fine. But let's give priority to our O Connect, which is the product that is going to make us smile. Meanwhile, I know the other three products will be there.
Guys, remember that if we need money, if we need apples, the more people know how to use O Connect, it's going to spread faster and the apples will come in large amounts. The more people know, the more people will recommend that their groups to use O Connect for meetings. That's why it is good for us to know how to use it and then teach other people how to use it. That's how you will have a snowball effect. It will spread, and then very soon the world will know all of us.
Mr. John.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. If this thing, I've been thinking about this thing. If we really want population, I know that Ash and his team knows best, like they know exactly what they are doing. But I've been thinking about this thing for some number of years now. Like, if we really want customers to know about Onpassive with speed, let's say within some shortest time, we want a lot of people to know about Onpassive. The way ONET is, the way it's having a lot of features that we don't have any social media platform that we can compare to ONET, even though ONET is not at its final stage. Like, before they launch it, they will do a lot of things to it before they will launch it. But even as it is now, is above what we have in the market. If we really want people to know about Onpassive, don't you people think this is the first product that we have to launch, since everybody has been using social media platforms? This one I know that we have not been able, even with the founders, we are not able to use it to communicate with our friends. Some of us, like this, the only thing we do is to go and invite, and after that, we don't go back to go and chat people. We only make comments on people's posts, and then we post things there ourselves. But to use it to chat our friends like the way we use other social media platforms like Facebook and others, we don't use it like that. But if they should release the app, and then you have it on your phone, and if someone send you message, you can see the pop-up that your own net has message that you can go and read it. Don't you think that will let a lot of people get to know about Onpassive? Because definitely before they use their own net, they are going to sign in with their own mail before they get to the system. So don't you think this will rather bring a lot of customers, free customers to the system? Then when they come, then they will get to know about the paid products too that we have? Or is there a particular reason that they have, that's why they have not launched it yet?
John, any remark?
Maybe I'll just say that. Okay, maybe I'll just say that all of those things are very important. And I think that what is going on now is that the company has lots of things in their hands. And they have just prioritized certain things because, of course, when apples are coming in, they are good for us, they are good for the company. And of course, it will help them to get to the other product. They're looking at O Connect as some kind of signature product. And they're focusing a lot of attention on it. I don't think that they're playing ONET or any of that. So if they focus on that one, you remember that even if you were ready, that there might be some products that are ready, but there are certain things that are not functioning in the company now, like the processors. If they're fully in place, you might see that other things are coming in. So we will have to wait until we see. I guess that Go Connect may be very important for a number of reasons. When it brings in apples come and make the company do a lot more other things that we don't even know about. So my argument was just that what we have already, which is usable, very usable, and which can attract the attention of people. You know that the other social media platforms are there, maybe Facebook, maybe other ones which are also free. But we have All Connect that beats the other teleconferencing platform. It's cheaper, it's more attractive, it can serve us now and serve many other people. So this one is likely to attract the attention of many people, a lot more than ONET, which is free, and which you have other competitors out there. So that I'm just trying to reason into what you are saying. I'm trying to think that maybe the company is moving, maybe they were moving in that direction of thinking that it's good to focus on this particular this thing because it is a signature thing. It has advanced well. It's going to bring in apples. It's going to self-help, accelerate work in the other areas. Maybe.
Okay, I get you. By all means, they have some reason why they are trying to use the Oconet, because Oconet is actually the mother of all the products we have actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure they have some particular reason why they don't want to release their own net, which maybe that one, even if you don't pay cry, you can still use it. I'm sure they have a reason, that's why.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah. And I
Mr.
also want
David,
to
your
use
hand is...
to
ahead.
use this opportunity to thank Mr. Mohammed for the flyer he's working on. I think this will go a long way to help this group to build up capacity. I'm also a technical person when it comes to IT. I've been doing it for so many years now. So video editing and graphic designing and those things, I'm into them too. So in case there is any need, maybe if I have to assist or something, I'm also available.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
That's very good, Mr. James. We are sorry, we are going to send you a copy of the product of the flyer so that you two have your own input on it.
Okay, thank you.
I'll send a copy of the flyer to you immediately so that you can have your own input on the flyer.
Okay, thank you.
While still building the flyer.
Sure. Thank you.
That's good, Mr. James. You are working on Canva application?
Of course, you should.
Okay, I don't use Canva. I use Photoshop.
Yeah, Photoshop is more advanced than Canva.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm using right now only Canva. I did not use Photoshop.
Okay.
Yeah, but
That's fine.
they are all very similar, Mr.
Yes. You can use Canva to do everything
Photoshop.
actually.
Yes, they are all the
Yes.
same.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you guys, excuse me. Trust the process. We are in a good place. Guys, trust the process. We are in a good place. We have never been in a better place than now. Ash is not talking. She's working. And the things will be coming, and we'll realize why we have been waiting. We will understand why we have been waiting. He's taking it as a personal challenge. It is his name at stake. That's why he's working. And he will be sending the results, and we'll be glad we did wait with patience.
Indeed. That's great.
Thanks. Encouragement.
That means the storm that comes after the silence. The storm
Sure.
that came after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
when
now
there's
he's not
when there's
talking.
silence, yes.
So-
When there's
No,
silence at sea,
yeah.
when they
No,
when there's silence at sea, the likelihood that the storm that will come after is not it will not be an easy one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
no, now he's talking with action.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think again, before we close, we should be reminded again of OP360 tomorrow at midday. The flyer, the link is already in the O Founders back office. You can go there and pick it up. It's already advertising that Ash may be there. So let's look at it. Onpassive 360, 12 noon tomorrow.
That's Eastern.
Eastern, yes, 12 noon Eastern. That will be 5 p.m. Cameroon time.
Yeah,
Cameroon, Nigeria, Morocco,
yeah.
then 4 p.m. Ghana,
Mm.
and 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Rwanda. And
Mm. So let's just get to our back office. We will have it there.
okay. All right,
Thanks.
guys.
Thanks so much.
If there's no other question,
I think we should be moving towards the end.
yes.
Yes, I wanted
So
to ask a question.
Yes.
go
Can
ahead.
somebody can an affiliate who has just someone who has just affiliated who hasn't paid be able to organize a webinar?
No, you can organize within the first 15 days, those trial days. After that, no, you can only then attend after that until you subscribe.
Okay, that's very good news
Yes,
because
the news is that
those are
within
the
the
details.
15 days that you are doing the trial, you'll be able to have some limited access. It will not be
Okay,
like the paid version in a way, but you'll be able to set up webinars within those 15 days. After the 15 days, if you don't subscribe, then you can only attend.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's a brief question because that's the question somebody I registered today as an affiliate asked me.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. But now when the affiliate effectively pays, effectively pays,
Mhm.
he has the right now to organize, but with a limited number, not like the
No.
founder.
When he pays, he's just like us. He
Okay,
can.
fine.
If the limited is doing, he's doing a 14-day trial.
Yes.
But after he has paid, is an affiliate. We're all called affiliates. The only
Okay.
difference between us and the new people is that we are the early birds who had that advantage of having some money to start with before the company came up.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yes, thank you for that explanation. There's no other.
So just I want to say something. This affiliate, they have the advantage to get more affiliates. They can get links, and with these links, they can get more affiliates. But the
Guys,
user
we
will not. They will not get affiliate links.
What are you
we
saying,
may
Mr.
have
Mohammed?
to we may have to
Yeah,
end it there.
I think let's end. We're already.
Okay.
There's any day my battery is really low.